All the bearings are still good. Well, not really. I need to replace them. Alright, let me get this thing out of full road now. Alright, there's neutral. Just busted my knuckle on this weld. Alright guys, this is the next day. Today, we're going to be taking more of the transmission out. So I'm going to start with draining the fluid out, taking the exhaust out, then disconnecting it, then start unbolting it. So, hope you enjoy it. I might finish it this weekend, but today's Friday, so I'm off. So I'm going to work on it for a while. Just hope y'all enjoy. You want to start loosening this drain plug, get a good bit of fluid out. Then after this is done draining, we're taking this part, taking this exhaust out. Might take this one out because it's already loose for some reason. Alright, well, transmission should be done draining now. We're going to start working on the exhaust, trying to get that out. Then we're going to jump over to the wire harness, unplug all the wire harness, then shifters and stuff like that. So let's get at it. it is a adapter for a jack. It bolts down there, has a bolt that goes through it, holds it still. It's a little kit that you can buy, and it makes a jack, a floor jack, to a transmission jack. So yeah, that's the new tool I'm going to be using, and I guess I can show you the rest of the stuff I got for this truck. This is the new stuff that I got to replace some broken parts for transmission paint. Got a new filter, gasket, so I could go ahead and put the new transmission panel. So that'd be the last thing I do. Make sure everything is leak free, because that one right there has that one bolt in it that for some reason shouldn't be in there. But transmission pan, that's the part number. I got it from Amazon. So let's get back to getting this torn apart so I can actually start putting new parts on it. There's one starter bolt. I don't know why that one's so tight. Alright, well, I'm about to start taking the bell housing, not bell housing, but torque converter bolts out. Then start working on bell housing and cross member. So I'll get y'all set up to watch that. So, here we go. Alright, well, I just got done eating and realized my phone's almost dead, so I'm going to let it charge while I get everything set up. Might go ahead and take the cross member out, then I'll come pick the phone back up. So I'll see you when I get that done. Alright, a little update. Got the cross member out, got the jack set up. Got one bolt out of the transmission at the very top because I had to go through the engine bay. So that's where I'm at now. I just have to unbolt them, the rest of the bell housing bolts, and shove it back as far as I can. Then I can work on the fuel lines, get them untwisted. Then get the belt torque converter out and get to that seal. So that's where I'm at. Probably gonna set y'all up in a second and get to work. So enjoy. Alright, well, if you can tell, got the transmission unbolted. Now it's time to get the torque converter out. Well, got that taken care of. Now it's time to deal with the fuel line. Now I know what seal to put. Almost forgot fuel pressure. Alright, no fuel pressure now. Okay. I'm gonna go get an 8mm now. Alright, well, that's gonna be enough for today. Probably pick up the phone tomorrow when I get to the junkyard, just so to show y'all what I'm grabbing there. Sunday, I should be finishing this project of the seal. So I'll probably see you tomorrow. If not, it'll be Sunday. So y'all have a good weekend, and I'll see you then. Alright, I went to the junkyard today. Today is Saturday now. I got the bolts for my oil pan. And didn't really think about it, but I went ahead and put them in. Plus the other thing I was telling you about, which, give me a second. Now, I got the bolts in, the oil pan. And I got another one of those. It's not all busted. Now it's gonna work. Now, only thing I got left are those two. I gotta replace those two. At least this one right here. That one's all busted up and the wires broke on it. That one I'm not sure. I got both of them, so I'm just gonna change them. So won't be finishing this weekend. I'm going to get the seal and the transmission fluid Wednesday or Thursday. I'm not sure yet. Then I can start putting it all back together. Need to save up some money, get a brake booster. Alright, well, today is Saturday. Got my seal yesterday. Just put the seal in. About to do my wiring and put it all back together. So. It's time to mess with this. got the transmission bolted back up. Tomorrow I'm going to finish it up, plug everything in, put the drive shaft in, put the cross member in, and put the torque converter bolts in. So I'll see y'all tomorrow. Alright guys, now we're just going to be putting our torque converter bolts in. Which are 7 of these. With the little Loctite. Alright, got all those torqued. They're just right up there. I'm gonna hook these lines up real quick. Then I'm gonna put the rear drive shaft in. Then next weekend, I'm gonna be changing the pan out, the filter out, gasket, putting new fluid in, putting the exhaust on, then front drive shaft. So I will pick the phone back up when I'm getting ready to put the rear drive shaft in. Alright, on the rear drive shaft now, it's gonna be the last thing I do today. So I hope y'all enjoyed this video and everything. Leave y'all's comments, subscribe if y'all haven't, and just like the video. not the right ones. Alright, now I got the right ones. And I do plan on one day rebuilding this rear end. Kind of want to swap it out for the HD rear end, but I haven't decided that far yet. Y'all watch y'all's heads. I said watch y'all's heads. Well, that wind just picked up a good bit. Alright, well, got the drive shaft in, got the transmission put back in. Still got to put fluid in my transfer case. Still had to bolt the cross member down to the transmission. I got the nuts in the door panel. Got to do the transmission pan, filter, and new fluid, front drive shaft, and exhaust. And after that, this truck will be almost completely done. Still have to do exhaust system. Don't know what I'm going to do with that. I'm still waiting on some things to come through so I can order a welder, some pipes. I'm going to keep this exhaust, this muffler. I like it. But I want to run my own exhaust system from the manifolds all the way back to the back with some duals. I want to do a 45 out of both ends with the 5-inch tips, which I got one 5-inch tip that I use for demonstration. I'll show y'all in a second where it's going to be coming out at. And I think possibly next year I might start building my own suspension lift, see how that goes. But until then, I'll catch y'all in the next video, which is finishing the transmission up and probably washing it because it's pretty muddy underneath here. That side over there is worse. It's just mud everywhere. So I'll see y'all next weekend. Y'all have a good day. Remember to like, subscribe, and leave a comment if you want.